Now our last question, which will inform our preparation and presentation of VAT. Given below were purchases and sale of ABC Limited for September 2015. The prices were inclusive of VAT at the standard rate of 16%. So sometimes it is inclusive, sometimes it is exclusive. So if it is exclusive, there is a formula. If it is inclusive, there is a formula. September 1st, purchase 400 units at shillings 5 and 600 per unit. September purchase 400 units at shillings 5 and 600 per unit. September 2nd, sold 400 units at shillings 7,200 per unit. September 5th, sold 80 units at shillings 7,200 per unit. September 10th, sold 200 units at shillings 7,200 per unit. September 20th, purchased 700 units at shillings 6,400 per unit. September 25th, sold 800 units at shillings 7,200 per unit. September 30th, sold 200 units at shillings 8,000 per unit. Determine the VAT payable stroke refundable. So we are not sure whether it will be payable or refundable. So after getting that clear information, so our next initiative is now to determine the VAT payable. So we'll just have a table which will help us in establishing the VAT payable. So let me bring in the table. Remember there are dates, so we can actually either include or exclude the dates, how we need it, the way we want it. So I think it is better we bring in date, then we give the amount, and then we give the VAT in percentage. So VAT, then VAT amount. So the VAT amount. So we have date, amount, then the VAT amount itself. Then, so there are 3. So we need 6. Match this. So VAT account. So we are only focusing on VAT account. We'll not prepare purchase account, bank account. No, let's only focus on VAT account. But if it is required, you can prepare all of those. So we have date, we have details, then we have amount. So we have VAT. No, we have amount, how much, and then VAT amount to be paid. Date, I think it was not sufficient. Detail, so I need to introduce some few. Detail, amount, then VAT amount. So on first, we have first purchase 400 units at shilling 7,000 to 400 units at 5,600. So that is 1st September 2015. Detail purchased. So again, remember this other side is input and this other side is output. So never forget that. Input tax, output tax. How many units? 400. 400 times 5600 times 400. What do you get? 2,240,000. 2,240,000. Subject. So our tax percentage here is 16%. Our standard rate is 16%. So subject 16%. So time is 0.16. So you get 358,000. 358,400. Next, sold 40 units at 7,200. So that is on when? On 2nd September 2015. Sold. So you just say sales 40 units at 7,200. So which is giving us 288,000. So 288,000, the VAT is 16. So time is 0.16, 4680. So the tax here is 46,080. Next, sold 80 units at 7,200. That is on 5th. So we come on 5th September 2015. Again, he sold 80 units. So 80 units at 7,200. You get 576,000. So we are still in sales. You get 576,000 at the rate of 16%. $576,000 at the rate of 16%. So that's 92,160. Right. Then we come on 10th. Sold 200 units at 72,000. So again there is sale here on 10th September 2015. So is making a sale of 200 units at 7,200, which is 1,440,000. So we get the 16% of 4 million. It is 230,400. Right. Now on 20th, purchase 300 units at 6,400. So on 20th of the same month, of the same year, there is purchases of, so there is purchase of 300 at 6400, 300 at 6400. You get 1,920,000. So the taxation, just a minute, this is inclusive. So inclusive. Now let me change the scenario of the question. Exclusive. Exclusive. So this is exclusive, not inclusive. So please mark that this is exclusive. So if it is exclusive, that's how you come or you go about. If it is inclusive, we'll have done the VAT rate or the standard rate divided by 100 plus the standard rate. But when it is exclusive, you do it directly, and that's what we are doing now. So 16% of this 307, $200. Right. Next, on 25th, sold 80 units at 7,200. So we again come on 25th, the same month, same year, we made a sales of how much? 80 units. They think there is repetition, 80 units, so the same happened on 5th. So the same transaction for 5th will be the same. So 576,000, tax will be 92,160. Alright, then move to on 30th, sold 200 units at 8,000. So 200 units. So on 30th, the same month, the same year, sales. So he sold 200 units at 8,000. Yeah, at 8,000. So it is 1,600,000. Then we get the VAT tax for that amount, which is 256,000. We are done. Now we total for both sides, and then we see which side is more. So we have the output side, we have 46,080, 46,080 plus 92, 160 plus 92, 160 plus 230 plus 256,000. You get 716,400. This is the total output tax. Now the total input tax is 6 So obvious, so the output is more than the input. So let's see by how much. It's more by how much. So we'll be talking about VAT. So our VAT payable will be $716,400 minus 600. So 50,000. So the VAT payable is 50,000. And that brings us to the end of computing VAT payable. So it will be VAT payable, not refundable. Thank you.